Hey there guys, it's Mr. Q, your friendly neighborhood guitar here, and today I wanted to show you how you could create a mini version of Casey Neistat's Setup. Now everybody knows he uses the Joby. Actually, let's show it to you right over here. The Joby, he's got his Canon camera and his lens, and he's also got, of course, a Rode microphone in the front. And he might be using that one, or he might be using the Pro version with it, which is battery powered. Now, that's great if you want to. You've got the gear and you've got some strong biceps and you want to get some strong forearms, you can carry that around. And it is very functional. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to replicate his setup, but in a nice, compact, portable, much more portable fashion. And so I found lots of different lenses. I found different, similar to Joby, Gorilla Pods. I found different solutions, and this is what I think is the best option. So let's take a look at it. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the XSX series snake mount. And now this is really cool because, of course, similar to the Joby, you can swivel this all around, but also because it is super, super light. As you can see, I'm holding it up with just 2 fingers, and it can move around like this with the ball head joint. And if I want to, I've got a quick release as well. And so it's pretty easy for me to just quickly pull this out, maybe wrap this around something if I need to, and then hold this like a selfie stick if I wanted to as well. All right, what's next? Let's put that to the side right over here. This is something that's super important, and I was really happy that I was able to find this with Manfrotto. It's super slim, as you can see, and basically it's something that's pocketable. I can just quickly throw this into a bag, and it's not going to take up too much space, and it's not heavy at all. But it's still made of metal. Now there's a couple of things that you need to know. First of all, how do you use it? You swivel this joint like that. You swivel this joint like that. And if you need to, you can go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. Now, of course, if you have this XSX series, this is XS for extra small, you go ahead and take this bit. See that little thread at the bottom? You go ahead and thread this on. And actually, I could do that. And twist, also known as twist. Now there's one thing that I appreciate about this more than the Gorilla Pod is the fact that they give us this little bit over here, so it's easier for us to twist and lock this on. So thank you very much to Manfrotto for giving us that, because we're not always carrying around little coins or something. And I know we've all gone through it where we all try to take our nail and we try to twist it and then we end up damaging our nails. Nay, cool. So let me go ahead and put that to the side. Now what's the next piece? So let's go ahead and talk about the microphone, because the audio that is within within the mobile phone, or in this case the iPhone, isn't that great. And sometimes you can hear a lot of echo. You probably hear a lot of echo right now in this room because it's quite bare. Hopefully the audio will improve. However, this is something that can really help. The MV88 by Shure. It is actually a little bit expensive, but I really do think that it is a worthwhile investment. It comes with this protective case. It comes with this as well, an extension wire, and of course, it connects to your iPhone via Lightning, so you just connect this to the bottom. Now, one of the things that I like, of course, is the fact that you can go ahead and remove this soft windscreen, so you can stop those pops, and of course, you can change the angle. And so this is very useful if you want to go ahead and have this pointing at you after you've plugged it in. So this is how you plug it in. And that's it. You're done. And now it's facing you while you are recording. So now let me put that to the side and let me talk about one of the most important pieces, because when you have a professional camera, what do you got? You got different lenses. Now, of course, with your iPhone, you can't connect or you can't remove the lens, but there are some accessories. So let me show you this. Now, this accessory is brought to you by a company which I cannot remember, but I'll put in the description. All of these are going to be in the description below. Actually, I think this cloth might have their name. It's called Apexo. Now, I compared a bunch of these. I compared many, many, many different lenses. Here's one on the side, and you'll see that this lens is ginormous. This is a huge lens. It looks like it's a camera lens. This is the type of thing, of course, that you wouldn't just put on your phone. I mean, you'd probably want to put this on a camera. But here's the thing. It gives you the same wide angle that you get with this tiny little lens from Apexo. This has better color reproduction, in my opinion. However, this is also really good, and I liked it. And of course, as I said, the name of the game is all about being compact and easy and portable. So we're going to go ahead and use this. Now it comes, of course, with this case as well. What I do is I remove this little bit of plastic. And again, as I mentioned, everything is going to be in the description below. I screw this on. Once it's nicely screwed on, I can go ahead and remove this. Now, there are two little pieces here, so I've got this currently attached to it. This is a polarizer. And then, of course, although this looks like a typical, fisheye lens, don't worry about it. It actually does a really good job of making sure that everything is back in shape. So, what I'm going to do is I can do two things. I can either put it in my front-facing camera or the main camera. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the main camera. The way that I align it is I can pretty much see everything through this. Now, I've aligned it with my lens. I'm happy with that. Obviously, you don't need a polarizer inside, but I'm just leaving this installed. And this is what your setup looks like. There you go. That's what your setup looks like. So what we're going to do is we're going to put everything together, and then we're going to show you how this actually helps. So the first test is related to the camera angle. So now you see that we've got the lens currently installed onto it, and you can see that we've got this nice wide angle shot. Now let me go ahead and remove the camera or camera lens, and then you can see how much we can see. Now, the best thing to do for you is to just take a look at this right-hand side, right over there. You can see we can get that chair, and then we can get that bag that's on the door. And then if we go ahead and put this back on again, I'll try my best without taking a look at it. You can see that now, besides that chair over there, we can actually see a little bit of the hallway, we can see the archway, and besides just that bag, we can see so much more over here. Now, let me go ahead and use the front-facing camera. You're not going to be able to see that much. You might be able to see my face. Hello, guys. Hey, what's up? And I'm going to go ahead and install this right over here, and you can see the difference in regards to, of course, the wide angle. Like from over here, let me just put my hand, let's say right over there. And then let me remove this, and you can't even see my hand anymore. So this is how much of a great angle that this camera or this lens gives you. Now let's go ahead and do an audio test so you can see the difference between with the mic and without the mic. All right, guys, so now we're testing it with the microphone. Now we're not changing the environment. We're not going to change where the distance between my faces and the phone itself. Everything's going to remain the same so that you can do a comparison. Now we've gone ahead and removed the microphone. You should be able to hear a significant echo in comparison to when we had the microphone installed. So it's up to you guys to judge whether you think that you're getting great value in the Shure MV88. Now, put simply, is this the best setup in the world? No, it's not. It's supposed to be something that's nice and simple, a nice little vlogging rig, especially if you don't want to carry a second camera, another thing that you have to charge. But bear in mind, if you are going to be using your phone more often, you're definitely going to have to charge this more often. Now, there was one more thing that some of you might have seen in the screenshot or in the thumbnail, and you might have been wondering, wait a minute, Khalif, you didn't talk about that. Well, here you go. This is the Lume Cube. This is another accessory that I recommend, and if you have just an adapter, you can go ahead and put this on the top, because yes, we do have a standard mount right up here in this little Manfrotto grip, and this is a super, super light. So let me just give you an example of this with the light on. So let's just turn this on right now. So you can see this is with the light on, and then you can see the different levels of brightness, and it can get incredibly bright. So as you can see, the room is already lit up. However, with this Lume Cube, it is much brighter, and it's just getting brighter and brighter and brighter. And that's with it off, so you can see the difference. So it just gets brighter and brighter and brighter. This is a really nice, tiny USB-powered light, and I do recommend it, especially if you just want something portable. Sometimes you just need to light something up, a subject or something like that. So that's the Lume Cube. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I tried to show you the difference between Casey Neistat Setup and this, what I call the Mini Casey. Okay, so we'll call this the Mini Casey, or you can call this the Mr. Q Setup, since I came up with this. That would be awesome. But anyway, if you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll do my best to give you more awesome videos. Take care.